Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, by I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone, teaching the truth time and time again, showing us men of the Lord, the water Yahweh Shem Shine. And I've been sick, just trying to just looking up stuff on herbs, and then one of the brothers asked me what help with sleep, and I so I gave him, but I told him I was gonna do like a lesson upon it. But first, I want to get that sleep is in very, very important just in everyday life. So it has to be a very good benefit for this truth. So this is Job chapter 33, verse 15. In a dream and in a vision of the night, when deep sleep falls upon a man and slumber upon the bed, then he opens the ear of men and sealeth their instruction. So that's what happens in the deep dream, in the vision of the night, when deep sleep fall upon a man and slumbering upon the bed, then he opens the ears of men and sealeth instruction. So that's what the Lord said. Every time you go to sleep, the Lord is putting that instruction on what you're going to do the next day. So that's very, very important. We're in this deep sleep. But also, sleep is very, very, it is much needed for the healing process, for your body to restart, to fight immunity, and fight diseases, to keep you sharp, to keep you circumspect. You need all these things. And when the sleep has done, it's like when your body is resting, that's when it's healing itself. That's when you fight the sicknesses. So when you get everything. No, as well as the Lord writes the instruction in your head. So it's very, 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 very needed. So this is so before I get into it, I want to tell you what's common reasons why people have trouble sleeping. And so the common cause of chronic insomnia includes stress, concern about work, school, health, financial, family, and keep mind active at night, making it difficult to sleep. And look at a lot of we catch hell, so that stress is always there, and we catch more hell than regular people on this earth, brothers in this troop doing this thing. Because look, such as death, illness, loved ones, divorce, and job loss also may lead to insomnia. We have to deal with all that. Death of loved ones. We knowing that most of our loved ones are going to die. Divorce, our women leaving us. That's the thing about the truth. That's what's happening. You're gonna lose a lot of, and job loss. We're gonna have to come the time that we're not gonna take the C hip. We're gonna take it, and we're gonna lose our job. So that stress is all everything battle for these men. I mean the men of this truth. So there's two ones I want to look into. So let's start with and you usually can find more, and used to, ever since the Ovid came, they just make it harder to find these benefits. Knowing this from videos and just because I like doing this, but just so this is kava is the name. Just you can get it at Sprouts, or you can order it online, and it's not like creatine or like that creatine or whatever that thing that causes people. No, it's not like that. So, but it is, and it's not a drug as it's saying. It's an herb. Kava is a depressant drug, which means it slows down the messages travel between the brain and the body. And if you want to know what depression is, and it's just what is a type. It just means what the herb is doing to you. But no, but also like when you take like maca or like things like that, they can become a stimulus, or just caffeine is a stimulus. So the difference, depression, the substance reduces arousal and stimulation. They affect the central nervous system, the brain, slowing down the message between the brain and the body. that can affect concentration, coordination, slow down a person's ability to respond to unexpected situations in small doses. They can also cause people to feel more relaxed and less inhibited. In larger doses, common things of thing, or when you usually hear it, you see alcohol, benzene, which is those are benzos or like Xanax and volume. But these are the things. These are the this is what these things are copying. Drugs like this, the Lord that gave us. He gave us these things that help these problems. Because look what the Lord said. This is Sirach chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord has created medicine out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. So, instead of taking those things that Esau made, these horrible drugs, the Lord already has some that do the exact same thing that have no uh, bad health effects at all. At all. I'm gonna show you two of these today. Kava, which slows down the messages travel between the brain and the body. Kava is a root or stump of the Piper methysticum shrub and Pacific Islander. So this is pretty much all it is for that. But kava, which is it's a substance. Get another script real quick. Oh shit. This is Genesis chapter 9, verse 4. No, verse 3. Every moving thing that liveth shall be meat for you. Even the green herbs I have given you all things. So this is a thing that the Lord has gave it to us. God, man. Pacific tradition of kava drinks during the ritual gathering. These are heathen, but that's what they do. Grinding and the splitting the root. It's just all that stuff. It's very not good tasting, and you don't want to abuse these things because it does give you a drunken feeling. But that's just the of a depressant, of type that herb. Just like if you take certain aspects of like you can abuse anything, you can cause anything. Of certain aspects. You take a stimulus, like I'm trying to think of a good stimulus, um, like caffeine. The stimulus, you abuse that, your heart's gonna be moving super fast. It's certain things like most things that have like caramel and all that stuff. This would be called depressants. But the active ingredient are the cannabinoids, which account for 3 to 20% of the dry weight of the root. Studies suggest cannabinoids may have the following effects to the body: reduce anxiety, main thing of the thing, protect neurons from damage, reduce pain sensation, and reduce the risk through risk of cancer. Though evidence limited to mice because they don't do very good studies. But these actually have good studies and have it. Esau has to lie and do everything possible. So you take his as the Rothschilds when they put that feel that everything had to take that petroleum based medicine. But it affects your neural transmitters in the brain, the chemicals, which is gamma. The main one that's what you're gonna find in both of the ones I show you today is gamma amino butyric acid, which is GABA, which is these are I'm not a chemist, but I do my research, and anxiety disorders which can help decrease anxiety. Among most common psycho, psycho, psych, psych, psychotic disorders. I think that's like psychopathy. I don't know. They are commonly treated talk therapy, medicine, or both. This is Seeing a lot of, but real good sleep aids. So if you reduce anxiety, help sleep aid like drugs that treat anxiety, sleep medicines, and result in an alternative for sleep medicines due to its calming effect. So it keeps you and reduces stress, which reduces anxiety. And then, like a lot of people, when they have trouble sleeping, they use melatonin. Well, melatonin is an actual hormone that's produced in your body. And as like when people take steroids or any other type of those steroids or use any of those things, your body, like on steroids, you are taking the hormone testosterone. And so your body says, "Oh, we're getting this right now." So your body stops that your testicles shrink because your body stops producing it by itself because it's getting it. So it's weakening it. See, when you take melatonin, the the hormone comes from the pineal gland. That's where that. So it starts shrinking your pineal gland when you take too much. That's what affects your sleep cycle. It's common. So it's not very good to take exact hormones when you have plants that do it itself with no side effects that are pretty bad. Because obviously, you take too much of anything, you're gonna get sick. You can die drinking too much water. Flooding your kidneys. Most common uses in teas, or you can take it how the Pacific Islanders do. That's when they start doing it weird because they do it and it looks like muddy water. And that's when it gets you drunk and stuff like that. But just like a common drunk, it's not like you're not getting it. But these are the key things in there. The kava tones benefits. This is what it is. Will relieve pain, prevent seizures, and relaxes muscles. It's 5 of them. For some reason, I they're not letting me pull up no matter how much I research it because Esau's a hating ass bitch, but you know how it is. But help you it helped you have a better sleep. It's valerian root, which looks like this. Valerian root. Valerian root, which is the best, people say, which researchers valerian root may help improve sleep quality, reduce anxiety, and improve symptoms of OCD, and reduce hyperactive behavior in children, which is uh, ADHD. Let me see. See, this WebMD, they tend to lie a lot. So, Hippocrates, the Greek doctor, which valerian root means, and the word itself means healthy and strong. So, Hartman been came in been used as far back as ancient Greece. Probably been a little longer than that, but the Greeks think they're the center of the world. Health medicines practitioners have prescribed valerian for insomnia and trouble sleeping, usually taken in the tea if you were one, but you can also take it in pill form. Modern scientists study have not proven a mild sedative effect of valerian root. See, WebMD tends to lie a lot, so let's see another research. Ever since, herbal remedy, valerian root is an herbal remedy or another concerns containing substance of valeric acid, which believed to affect parts of the brain that deal with relaxation. Works on the brain's receptors through the neurotransmitter
neurotransmitter gamma aminobutyric acid. Gamma aminobutyric acid.
Gamma aminobutyric acid calms and slows the brain. The article claimed about valerian root effects for several uses. So, what is its benefits? Helps treat anxiety, insomnia, hot flashes with menopause. is probably best known for remedy of insomnia. Despite the popularity among consumers and evidence mixed over whether it promotes sleep or improves sleep, that let me see. No. Oh man, here goes a better article. And how does it work? The valerian root contains multiple chemical compounds that may affect the human brain and body, but researchers haven't completely pinpointed which compound affects us. More likely, multiple compounds act together to provide effects. Researchers have identified the following active chemical compounds in valerian root: iridoids, called valeripotates. Essential oils include valerian acid and valeric acid, lymph nodes, flavonoids, and then that GABA, gamma, gamma aminobutanic acid, which more research is needed, but valerian might impact the body in various ways. For example, the iridoids found in valerian may act as an anti-inflammatory inhibitor that expresses specific genes studied as mice. So when you have trouble, when you're producing a lot of stress, produce cortisol, which causes your body to cause inflammation. So that's treating that. So this is what all these things do. All these, you can do more research for yourself. I'm just end off with a couple of scripts, but just two things to just consider. Just a couple, two herbs to consider. This is Psalms chapter 104, verse 14. He causes the grass to grow for the cattle and the herbs for the service of men. See, these herbs for the service of men. So we got to use these things. Lord created it for our services, that he may bring forth fruit out of the earth. And the wine that maketh glad of the heart, and wine that make glad the heart of men, and oil to make his face shine, and bread with strength in the man's heart. Sorry, been sick for a little bit. You know how it is. So I'm just end off with that. So with that, I want to give all glory, honors, and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakak, Wadas, the Wadiyah, by Hashem, Yahushai. Shalom.